Yes, we know it's not good enough, but things are changing. We're working really hard to provide more trains and more space for our customers on both our Thameslink and our Great Northern routes. By December 2015, the government will have spent £5.5 billion transforming capacity on the Thameslink route. We're working with our partners, Department for Transport, Network Rail, Southern, South Eastern and Transport for London to deliver one of the UK's biggest railway projects. It'll make a massive difference. More frequent, longer, newly designed trains and big improvements to 3 central London stations. And this will hugely increase the number of people we can carry on the railway and in comfort, but there will be some disruption. It means the closure of the Thameslink route Farringdon to Moorgate branch line, the closure until late 2011 of Blackfriars Tube Station, also the loss of 3 of our 5 platforms at Blackfriars, loads of building work, and no cross-London trains overnight and most weekends until 2012. What are people going to think about that?
Appalling for me. That's going to put me out considerably.
Because every day I have to cope with it. And if you're disabled, every day is really horrendous.
You have to draw a line in the sand and get something done, don't you? Otherwise it'll never change. Pain before the gain, I guess. So hopefully they'll put the money to good use.
But it's important to remember that Great Northern Route customers using Moorgate are not affected and that Blackfriars railway station stays open for business. Crikey, the plans for Blackfriars are really quite something. The entire station's going to be rebuilt to span the Thames and to take 50% longer 12-carriage trains. There'll be a shared entrance for the tube and the railway and a new entrance on the South Bank. Very handy for the Tate Modern. But the tube station is closed during much of the work until late 2011. The railway station above is open but much busier. Why? Because there are just 2 platforms instead of 5 during the work. You're much better off using City Thameslink, which is 1 stop away. It costs you no more to get here. It's actually only a few hundred yards away and it's covered, which is ideal for our great British weather. Farringdon will have 2 new entrances. It'll have a new concourse and a platform footbridge. It'll have improved access to the tube and longer covered platforms for the 12-carriage trains. It'll be fully accessible for people with buggies, heavy luggage or disabilities, and there'll be provision for Crossrail. But sadly, these longer platforms of Farringdon are built across the Thameslink route branch line to Moorgate, closing it for good. This makes the station really busy, with people changing between the Thameslink route line and the tube to Moorgate, which is still running, and all this while the building work's going on. In fact, you're probably better off walking, taking the bus or changing elsewhere. But where are you supposed to find out about all this? Well, there's lots of publicity about the disruption and it doesn't pull any punches. To get our message out, we've even painted a train to advertise this new website with everything that's going on, including how to get around the disruption. But it's not all doom and gloom in the short term. 92 air-conditioned Electrostars built in Derby and maintained at this extended depot in Bedford are boosting services on the Thameslink line and reducing overcrowding in 2009. A timetable change also links the cross-London Thameslink route to southeastern destinations in Kent and southeast London. There are exciting plans to transform London Bridge into a completely new and modern station, able to handle a lot more people and trains at peak times. The extensive building work will start after the 2012 Olympics and finish in 2015. And the programme also delivers spanking new 8 and 12 car next generation trains between 2012 and 2015. More space for passengers. So you might reasonably ask, why is it taking so long to get the Thameslink programme through? It's the sheer scale of the job. There's a huge amount of construction work to get done. As well as the massive jobs at Farringdon, Blackfriars and London Bridge, there's track and signalling work and platforms to be extended up and down the route. This one at Luton Airport Parkway took a full year to complete. But it'll all be worth it. By the end of 2015 we'll see a massive difference. Modern stations and trains running every 2 to 3 minutes in central London in the rush hour. That's as frequent as some tube trains. In 2015, the Thameslink programme also joins the Thameslink route to the Great Northern Route, the other half of the FCC network. This also has some of the most overcrowded services in the country, but the good news is customers using this route are already seeing big changes, with more seats and more space on their trains. For example, here at Cambridge there's a significant increase in the number of services and the capacity. The same is true of Peterborough, Huntingdon, St Neots and other Great Northern Route stations. 5 extra trains join the route and a new timetable together increase the number of seats by 15% at peak times. That's about 1,800 seats in the morning and 2,500 in the evening. This all needs longer platforms and power upgrades to cope with the 12-car trains, so that we're ready for the longer trains and more of them. This is very much the first step in addressing overcrowding and increasing services on the Great Northern Route. King's Cross is not only one of the busiest stations in the UK and a terminus for Great Northern Route customers, it's also being transformed with a £400 million building programme. Our customers will benefit from this in lots of ways. There'll be a new ticket hall and a much better interchange with the Underground. There'll also be a huge new concourse outside our platforms 9, 10 and 11. It'll be a much easier and nicer place to use. Overcrowding is our single biggest challenge, but First Capital Connect is going to beat it.
There are going to be tough days for our customers. This is a major building project and there will be problems along the way. However, the end benefits are going to be fantastic. It will be a transformed journey for all of our customers.
First class accommodation is situated towards the rear of this train. The train will be formed of 8 carriages.